Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. I've had a few technical problems being away from home and what like, and the sound hasn't been very good on one of my last videos. So I thought I'd revisit this video and talk a little bit about what happened with the Gnosis yesterday morning. First off, and some of the problems that we all experienced, or those of us who were there anyway. So as we all know, the Gnosis was meant to jump into the cone sector. All well and good. And the Eagle Eye installation turned around and said, well, you know, the Thargoids are onto you. Which is effectively code words for FDev are onto you. Anyway, so we all started there with bated breath, and there was the Galnet article that came out 6 or 7 hours before the event was meant to happen and tipped everybody off that it was going to be stranded. Now, there were a few bugs, okay? And you can see I'm dying on the landing pad of the Gnosis now after being attacked mercilessly by Thargoids. And I mean mercilessly because you couldn't get off the launch pad. Right? It all kicked off. I had about 4 or 5 different rebuys. I was 5 minutes waiting inside the hangar if I wasn't pretty quick off the mark with the buttons. And I've speeded this up a couple of times just so it isn't so boring. So, right. The Thargoids hyperdicted the Gnosis before it could jump. Brilliant. The Thargoids were inside the exclusion zone, for the no-fire exclusion zone of the Gnosis. You would get out there, turn the weapons on, shoot your weapons off at the Thargoids, defending the Gnosis, and then get fined. You get fined often enough, right, that becomes a problem. You get killed when fined, and you get sent off to a detention centre in the California Nebula. That's where I got sent. I got sent to the quarry, which resulted in my ship having a 46 light year jump range, Inquisitive Badger, about a 32 jump trip all the way back to the Gnosis. Now a lot of people didn't bother with this. I did. I was invested. I thought, well, it might jump. There may be a community goal, something to get involved with. You know, there's not a hell of a lot I thought really to do. And you can see I'm dying again. And these are all different clips, right? Different clips. So, like I say, 4 or 5 different rebuys. Finally managed to get out there in open to see what was going on. So, Frontier then found out that there's been a bit of a clanger that happened. So, what they did is they moved the Thargoids back a bit. And they reduced and turned off the exclusion zone around the Gnosis, though if you did still shoot the Gnosis you would incur a penalty, of course, which you could be able to get back onto the ship and clear. This resulted in a bit of a diluted experience then. The fury of the Thargoids attacking a ship, which we hadn't seen before. We'd seen space stations that had been damaged, we'd seen the aftermath, we'd seen the rescue ships ramp in. Well, where's the rescue ship for the Gnosis? There isn't one. They're relying on the commanders who are down there, and it's still in player habited space. It hasn't jumped to any excluded zone yet. Okay, that's permit locked. Well, that begs the question. Drop one of your rescue ships in there, Frontier. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Or at least a Federation or Imperial frigate, just to hold off the Thargies. Everyone knows about it. Come on, FDev. See what you can do. See if you can enhance the experience. I mean, generally, I think what they did was quite good. I think it was great. It would have been better if it wasn't bugged, and it did dilute the experience somewhat. A lot of commanders and a lot of content creators have said, well, you know, it could have been much better, and it could have been. But don't forget, this is a community-led expedition. And I think what we got was perhaps an adequate response. Adequate, not fantastic. But I'm not going to go banging on about that. The combat in regards to the Thargoids was quite involving. I mean, I got the Asper when you got AX missiles on there. Don't forget to rearm those AX missiles if you get killed, like I didn't. And you can go out and you can shoot the scouts. Now the scouts, you've got the Regenerator, you've got the Hydra as a massive Thargoid interceptor, and there's another one as well called the Inditer, I think it was. So different versions of the scouts as well, slightly different colours on them. if you can get any close to them, like what I was trying to anyway. So a lot of people, I think, are going to come back combat elite from all the scouts that are going to shoot in this concentrated area, if people are indeed doing it. I mean, there was thousands, I think, of commanders docked at the Gnosis. How many are actually there now? Who knows? It'd be nice to see some stats, so if anybody knows how many commanders are actually there, it would be quite interesting to see, you know, who's still hanging on there or who's gone up to go and do something a little bit less boring instead. Within minutes as well, I think there was already some Hydra destruction videos where people had winged up and gone after some of the Hydras and destroyed those, and those are on YouTube as well. All in all, a combat experience, and this sort of experience could be translated into more of the station attacks as well. Why can't we fly in, rescue them with the Thargoids still beating the station down? Where are the Federation capital ships? Where are the Imperial capital ships? Where is the rescue ship here for the Gnosis? All these questions, no answers. What are we going to do, eh? Are people going to remain invested in Frontier and Elite Dangerous? Are people going to migrate to other games like No Man's Sky, Star Citizen, Empyrean, and all the other stuff? Who knows? Anyway, I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching. This has been the Gnosis and the bug and the amount of rebuy screens that I saw as well when first joining this yesterday morning. It's been fixed now to a certain extent. Perhaps the damage has already been done. Not to put a downer on things, but perhaps it is. For a lot of people, it was the last chance saloon. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you've already done so, click the like and subscribe button. Also the notification icon. Check back when I'm doing more videos on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. I salute you all, and for those commanders defending the Gnosis, good luck. Godspeed, and don't get shot.